and an absolute exquisite shot through the trees of Celebrity Constellation. How lovely is she? Hey cruise fans, and welcome back to Ray and Sue's travel channel. We're on the lovely Celebrity Constellation on a 10-day cruise around the Eastern Caribbean. And today we're in Puerto Plata, which is the Dominican Republic, and we've just arrived in port this morning, and we're going to be getting off today and taking you on a tour around the city to see what the city has to offer. And sun's obviously coming up in the east, so it's quite bright there, but Puerto Plata looks lovely with hills and mountains in the background, and we look forward to sharing the city with you as we go. And this is our first time in Puerto Plata. We went to Rousseau before, so it'll be interesting to see what's going on out here and see what activities we can get involved in. And of course the ship is lovely, as you would expect, and the pool deck and the top deck's of course pretty empty because everybody is getting ready to go off board today, and it should be a lovely day, a beautiful part of the world. And we're just getting off in Puerto Plata, and just thought I'd share a shot of the side of the ship. A lovely ship, mid-size, really nice, comfy, well afforded. And we've just got off, and here is the access down to the port of Puerto Plata, and we're going to go out and explore the port today, see what we can find. So stay tuned. And as you get off the ship, there's a probably 400-yard walk down to the port entrance itself, so there's no hassle, there's no people pestering you to take tours or taxis, and you're given a lovely view of the hills. Not sure I can call it a mountain, but perhaps a mountain in the distance, and a lovely set of surroundings, and of course the beautiful Celebrity Constellation. How lovely is she? Okay, so when you get off board, you have a short walk down from the pier down to the port entrance, and if you want, you can get yourself a tuk-tuk which will transport you between that desk where the gentleman is with the orange top and the ship itself. And when you get here, you'll be greeted by a lovely little arrivals area, well painted, nicely decorated, and it's called Taino Bay. So this is the area, and as we go through, there's an information area where you can pick yourself up some last minute tours and general information about what's going on and how you discover Puerto Plata. So there you go. And on the other side There's a gentleman selling coconut milk, and a lovely little water feature, and more shops and duty-free areas, and of course the ubiquitous Diamonds International, which seems to be reasonably popular. So that's the arrivals area in Puerto Plata. And in Taino Bay there's a very nice map, schematic, where you can find your bearings and know exactly where you are going. And of course we're in the rounded area on the right hand side, and the bay and the various shops within the complex, and a fairly extensive duty-free shop. We'll go in there in a minute and have a look at the prices, but Sue of course is already in there checking it out. Stay tuned. Okay, so when you come out of the duty-free shop, there is a further area of basically little gift shops and sellers all the way around, and a very, very lovely tree-lined avenue. And a very tropical feel. So we're in the little port shopping area in Puerto Plata, and an absolutely outstanding shot of Celebrity Constellation through the trees, and again a variety of different shops going, and we're just off board the beautiful Celebrity Constellation, and I just thought I would share with you a shot of the various port areas and activities that are going on aside. And as we walk back in, we can see a number of sellers and nice shops, and a lovely setting with little palm trees and water features, and parrots of course, and overall a lovely tropical paradise. And the streets are littered with jewelry stores and tour operators and people that would welcome you into their store, but there's no hassle. They're not pestering you, so that's really, really good to see. And some lovely parrots in the area, both white and green. How lovely is that? And Susie's found something to purchase, which is always a bonus. And there's some more stores. And the port shopping area is accented by a number of signs letting you know what is where, which is all very nice. And of course views like this one, which is a beautiful shot of Celebrity Constellation in the port amongst the palm trees and the loungers on a beach. And adjacent to the port shopping area is a nice little man-made beach with golden sand and lots of loungers, and it's only enhanced by the fact that Celebrity Constellation is in port. So how lovely is that? And as we scan around, we can see more areas where you can grab yourself a seat, no doubt with a charge, and a great commitment to taking care of this area. It's really, really well afforded, really nicely kept, pleasant surroundings, and great views. Of course, of Susie and Celebrity Constellation. Okay, so here we are in downtown in Puerto Plata, and we've arrived at a very beautiful area with fantastic blossom on the trees and some signage to let you know what's down on this road. And this is a very special place because it's the Umbrella Street, and Umbrella Street goes all the way down, and there are lots of shops and bars and cafes on both sides, and possibly even a bit of entertainment. And the street is accentuated by these beautiful umbrellas on the top, giving some shade, but a very nice colourful view, and yeah, a number of other bars where people are stopping for a drink, and again more umbrellas, etc. And as we go across, we can see a lady in a nice traditional dress, and again beautiful flowers accenting this part of the avenue, and a lovely little cafe here selling a variety of products and coffee, and a variety of different products and coffee beans and various chocolate products as well, and some street entertainment, and a place to come and get yourself a nice cool drink and a nice coffee. And here we are at Cathedral San Felipe Apostol, and we're just going to go in and take a look. Okay, so we're in a lovely little church in the cathedral itself, and beautiful setting, beautiful altar and little side prayer rooms, and some fantastic stained glass windows. How lovely is that? And a stunning stained glass crucifix underneath, above the door. And an absolutely fantastic altar and prayer rooms in the chapels on the side. How lovely is that? Okay, so that's Cathedral San Felipe Apostol in Puerto Plata. And some lovely buildings, historical buildings with lovely painted facades. And there's a bit of an event that's maybe happened or will happen at some point. And a beautiful building with super facades. And here we are now on the coast, and a beautiful bit of coastline with nice little jetties and boats and people fishing. And we're on the main road, which is a little bit busy as you'd expect, but a nice breeze, not oppressive, lovely temperature, and a lovely little boathouse under construction, and a nice peninsula further on. So here we are again, we're back down on the coast, and it's nice tree-lined avenue, bit of a busy road, but right on the coast. Very, very small beach and some nice surroundings though, showing Puerto Plata. And we're going to go around now onto the peninsula and see what we can find around there, and some nice beachside apartments along the peninsula just to the right hand side of the cruise port, and a beautiful part of the coast, the peninsula that goes out from the cruise port. A lovely view and a nice little peninsula here, nice little park, and we're going to take a little walk around there on our way back to the cruise ship, and a simply stunning area watching the waves roll in, and a lovely little park on a little outcrop from a peninsula, and some lovely views. Okay, so here we are now in Puerto Plata. We're on the coast, and here's the lovely Susie, and as a special guest appearance for Kaz and Martin. Hope you're well. How about that? There's worse places to be, aren't there? And as we leave the coast path for a moment, you can see that there's a little kiddies play area here, but also it's on the grounds of an old fort which is up the top here. So let's go up and have a little look. And the ruins of an old fort for the island, and a lighthouse, and another little shot from the top of the hill overlooking the mountains. And so here we are up at the fort in Puerto Plata. It's just adjacent to the cruise ship port, which we'll show you in a moment, but a lovely green open space with large rolling waves coming in from the sea, and a lovely fort, obviously an old fort from the 1700s when the port needed defending, and no doubt this will be beautiful in the evening, all lit up. You can see that there's lights around the outside, so I'm sure that gives a wonderful view. Sadly we won't see it because we're leaving at 2:30 today on our cruise ship, but as a nice little treat, how about that for a view? How lovely is Celebrity Constellation in the port at Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. So we've been very fortunate to be able to bring you this, and if this is the sort of content that you like, if this is the sort of information and things that you like searching for on YouTube, then please consider liking and subscribing to our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, because there will be much more of this moving forward. And please take a look at the 75 or so videos we've already posted on our channel, and if you like it, please like and subscribe, and leave us any comments or questions you may have. So that's the bay at Puerto Plata, the view over the cruise ship, and the lovely port on the peninsula on the coast. And you know, if you were in the port, taxi services are available, and individuals working for the tourist board apparently will walk you around and tell you about Puerto Plata, but you can also get a tour. No doubt they've spent some money to get the tour, and there's Susie over there, and I just thought I'd give you a last fleeting look at the port and the cruise ship. And so, of course, you have the local sellers with handmade goods looking to sell you some of their items, and of course Sue has succumbed and made us $10 poorer. So welcome back, cruise fans, and here we are. We're in Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic, and we've been off today and we've taken a look around the town. We've been up to the church and the square and also up to the fort. We're just about to leave now. It's just after 3 o'clock and we're leaving port on our way to the next port, which will be St. Thomas. So we just thought we would share with you a nice little scan of the port itself. Port pilot obviously is on board and we're moving, and his boat will run alongside us when we move out of the port. So we're just starting to creep forward now and out of the port, but just thought we'd give you one last glimpse of Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. Beautiful island, really hot today it was, and a lovely town and very welcoming people. So if you're ever down this way, you'll do yourself a favour by coming to Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. And just as we do leave, of course, we get a great shot of the waves rolling into the beaches up on the north side. So here we are on the starboard side as we leave the port, and we showed you this fortress today, and we went up there, and you've taken a few shots for the video. We just thought we would give you an idea of what it looks like from the sea. Clearly a port that was defended in the 16th century and 17th centuries from invaders, and a lovely historical monument for all of us to enjoy. So we hope that's useful. And as we leave Puerto Plata, we can see more of the coastline to the right hand side of the port as we look at it, and what a lovely vista it is, with lovely white waves rolling in from the Caribbean Sea. So how lovely is that? And a last look at the port and the backdrops of the mountains as we leave the port to go on to our next stop, which will be St. Thomas. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye. And if you like this video, why not check out our channel, Ray and Sue's Travel Channel, where you'll find a raft of other cruise videos covering the Far East, the Middle East, the Mediterranean, and the Caribbean and Mexico. So please leave us any comments that you'd like, and consider liking and subscribing to our channel. It's through your subscription that this channel can grow. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.